Well, hello, folks. Welcome to this edition of Stephen Atkins Presents. And as you can see, I'm talking to you from inside the virtual mosque. And I wanted to share with you something that I saw earlier today that I thought was an excellent way to answer the question that we very often get from our Muslim friends. And that is, if you claim that Jesus is God and that Jesus died, how can God die? And I want to just share with you just a very basic illustration that may help us understand this. I have in my hands a copy of the Quran. Very popular Quran. It's the Noble Quran. And in it, we have, the words of Allah. Now, what would happen if I were to, I wouldn't do this, but what would happen if I or someone else took this Quran and tore it apart and burned it? Would the Quran cease to exist? Now, I think most of my Muslim friends would say no. You've just destroyed the corpus or the body or the book, but you haven't destroyed the Quran. The Quran still exists, and even if we took all the Qurans in the world and destroyed them, you would still not destroy the Quran, because the Quran would still exist. And even going further, if every Muslim who had memorized the Quran passed away or they were no longer around, the Quran would still be in existence, the eternal word of Allah. So what happens is basically the body has ceased to exist, but the actual Quran is still there. And it's the same way with Jesus. When Jesus died, he didn't cease to exist, but the body remained. There's a separation between the soul or spirit and the body, and the body remained, on the earth for 3 days and 3 nights, and but the person of Jesus went to be with his Father. And so I think that just helps us get a bit of an understanding. Again, when we examine, look at this just logically, when a person dies, they don't cease to exist. Their spirit, their spirit either, goes to be with the Lord, or it waits for the judgment. But it's still, it's still there, not among us per se, but it is still in existence. That's probably a better way of putting it. But the body, goes the way of all flesh, and so it's like that with the Lord Jesus. When he died, again, his body remained in the earth for 3 days and 3 nights, and I shall be speaking about that in the very near future. And but his spirit returned to his Father in heaven, and so it's not a problem saying that when Jesus died, he did not cease to exist, but he went to be with his Father in heaven. Well, again, thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful to you, and if you have any questions regarding this, feel free to contact me at either no matter how you're watching. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can contact me, and of course, if you're watching it on other social media, like I say, go ahead and contact me. Anyways, have a great day, and may God bless.